Hello, everyone. Welcome to Small Talk. Well, my guest has been on the show a number of times. He's a singer, a songwriter, musician with a band, with his band, as the Midnight Blues Band. Sorry about that. I forgot for a moment. The very talented, very wonderful friend of mine from New Zealand, Ryan Neville. Hi, Ryan. Welcome back.
Hi, thank you so much for having me once again. And Happy New Year to you, and hope everything's been working out well.
Everything's going good so far. Making lots of cupcakes.
That's always good, and they look delicious, I must say, as they always do.
Next time you come to Canada, right?
Sounds good. I know. I can't wait to have one or two.
So now what you're going to do is you're going to perform one of your songs, correct?
That's correct. Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, and so I'm going to perform, sorry, I'm going to turn off my camera so that people are just watching you. So here we go. Got to find the camera button.
Okay. All right. So this is my new song, "Tortured Love," that I've been really looking forward to sharing with everybody. This song was written about 6 months ago, and it's just recently been released. I was lucky enough to have a very good friend of mine, your kind, do the slide guitar on this. But essentially, this was just an acoustic guitar. The story idea, which I've been playing with for a wee while, really loving the new style of music that I've just discovered, dark country. And this is a song that's kind of that Western idea of a romance of two people that couldn't quite connect. It was they came, and you'll hear the lyrics saying they came from the wrong side of town. So this song again is "Tortured Love," and it sounds a little bit like this. Well, there once was a man with a gun in his hand. He's born on the wrong side of town. He worked hard at the mill, trying not to be killed for the love of a woman in chains. Woman in chains. Well, as she got in trouble one night with his struggle, she shot a man dead where he stood. She was raised by the devil, a man not quite on the level. Never had time for a kid. Don't you love? Don't you love? You can never give up. Trust the one that you love. Don't you love? Well, as time went on by, well, she looked him in the eyes and prayed to her God above. She said, "I have no fear, but what's happening here is you're leaving a woman in love." Woman in love. He said, "God damn you, dear, there's no question here that leading a life is unjust. We're broken in two, but I still love you. But sometimes that's never enough. Don't you love? Don't you love? You can never give up. Trust the one that you love. Don't you love? Don't you love? Don't you love? You can never give up. Trust the one that you love. Don't you love? Don't you love? You can never give up. Trust the one that you love. Don't you love?
That's very nice, Ryan. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for allowing me to perform this live. It's the first time that anyone has seen this, actually, to be honest. So, pleasure.
Very cool. I had to look this up because we all know that people will speak with an accent, but when they sing, you can't hear the accent. So I was wondering about that. So what it says is the vocal mechanics of singing are different from those of speech, and many of the distinctive characteristics of an accent aren't reproduced well when you sing. So
It's quite interesting, isn't it?
it is really fascinating. Now
I
you
must say, here in New Zealand, we're quite big on that, on the country and all the different styles of country. And it's quite interesting to talk to some of the singers because a lot of them, question, do we sing with an American accent? Because we're kind of expected to, or do we go for the Kiwi accent? So it's quite, sometimes you'll hear a little bit of both.
pretty cool. Now you have a tour coming up, I believe.
Yes, so this year, very much looking forward to this. Going back to the US, which I often do, I try and get there once a year. And so touring a couple of spots I haven't been for a wee while, so very much looking forward to catching up with those people. So starting in Texas with some good friends of mine, playing with the Backroad Blues, Texas Backroad, sorry. My new band is called the Midnight Boogie Band. So very much looking forward to taking those guys over and having a great time while we're away and showing them places and them introduced to friends and things like that. So going to be a lot of fun. So it's going to be a wee bit later in the year.
So who's going to be going with you this time?
So this time what's going to happen is that I put together a couple of band members that some of them from my band that the Midnight Blues Band that I'm with and sometimes travel with. So it's a combination of them. I've got some friends in America that will be joining to make up this band, and it'll be Michael Langren and John McCall, which will be joining us as well.
Very good. Yeah. So how many places are you going to be doing, performing?
So I'll have to count that out, I think. But starting in Texas, we'll be going through Memphis, Nashville, Kentucky, New York, Chicago, Las Vegas, LA, and home, which I know sounds, every time I say that out loud, I scare myself. But these are places that I just have a ball and love going to and have friends. So I'm really looking forward to going back there again. Texas, I normally go to, and of course, Memphis last year, Las Vegas, but I haven't been a wee while to Chicago or New York. So it's been a few years. So looking forward to catching up with people there.
Right. Now, my understanding is when you do these tours, you connect with people you already know, right? And you get this wonderful greetings or whatever it is. You're welcomed, is the word I guess I want to say, by everybody, right?
Yes. And that's so nice. This is the thing when we don't get to see each other often. It's such a pleasure and such a build-up, as you can imagine. 6 months getting excited to catch up with these people. And there's a lot of sending video messages back and forwards and just making sure everything falls into place and everyone's all practiced up. And so that part to it's just as exciting, I think, as going. The build-up, of course. Yeah, it's a little bit of stress and a little bit of, fingers crossed everything falls into place, but it's all the same. It's always exciting.
Do you find out ahead of time how many tickets are sold?
So what tends to happen with that is that not really. So we just kind of, as crazy as it sounds, we just go and hope for the best up to a point. We do certainly know some of the places that we play at, whether the venues, we book them on the days and the dates that we know people are around. Mm-hmm. And so it is kind of an educated guess that we're going to do okay. And fortunately, having friends over there, they set a lot of that up for us, and having part of our band there, it's kind of up to them. So to be honest, I only know the last minute sometimes even where the venues are. Last year, straight off the plane, because the flight was delayed, straight into the car, straight to the venue without even time to blink. So sometimes things just fall into place.
Very good. So how long is that? Like when you're at whatever particular venue, how long is the whole performance?
So we do 3 hours. So it's generally a 3-hour gig. And sometimes most times I should say it's a combination of original songs and cover songs that people know. We're fortunate enough to have the information of what style. There's Inside Country, which is the country tour at this time. We know different parts of America enjoy, red dirt country. There's, country rock in some venues. So we've kind of made our set list very flexible, open to those styles to, give the audience what they are expecting.
Right. Now, in the past, when people could smoke anywhere, as a performer, it must have been difficult for your voice, I would think, if you're in a hall where there's a lot of people smoking. And now that, of course, that doesn't happen. So do you remember, was it hard for you?
That's a very good question. It was a wee while ago, and same here in New Zealand. That stopped quite a few years back. And yes, but like as we all remember, it was the done thing, wasn't it? You didn't think anything of it. I still laugh remembering the next day having my clothes and equipment smelling like smoke and things like that.
Yeah.
And then crazy enough, I can admit that I used to smoke only for a very short period of time, so it didn't bother me. But certainly these days, where there are some venues that we play at that are allowed smoking, it is a bit of a shock because you feel it in your eyes and in your throat. And yes, it is a little bit of a struggle sometimes to be able to sing. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to be a smoker for quite a while, actually. One of the interesting things here anyway is sometimes there's performances and during the breaks, some of the performers will go outside and usually they're smoking a joint because you can smell it, right?
Yeah.
Do you encounter any of that?
No, which is funny because I mean, there's certain states now in America that it's actually legal to smoke,
Yeah.
but don't tend to see much of that, which is I'm amazed actually because it has become a thing. A lot of the states are now sort of introducing that back again. Certainly back in the day that was a thing. I mean, I remember venues they would pay us in weed and things like that. As crazy as that sounds, but it's certainly something that we don't see much of these days.
Okay, yeah, I get, it's legal here in Canada, of course. So, I mean, you do smell it. People even there's a tattoo parlor on my street, and sometimes the guys are from the parlor go outside and they'll smoke a joint, and I'm passing by and I could just I can get high for free if that was my thing,
Right.
I always want to say to them, thanks.
Oh, funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I think, I just want to make sure people could actually hear you because you've been on the show so many times, but to get to hear you sing like right there, I mean, I know they can hear it on YouTube, of course, and Spotify, all those normal places, but it's kind of fun for me anyway to have you perform on the show. So I want to thank you for doing that. I really appreciate that.
Thank you. No, as I said, it's great. I don't often do perform live by online and things like that, which I do need to do a wee bit more because I so enjoy it, and it's great to kind of And as I said, that is the first time we've met a few times, but this is the first time I've performed. So thank you for allowing me, especially my new song that I'm quite proud of. So thank you.
You're welcome. And okay, so just stay on camera, and we're gonna end the recording here. End the interview. Sorry about that. Geez, sometimes I can't speak. So I want to thank the audience for watching, and I hope you follow with Ryan's career. It's really, really interesting. A lot of wonderful songs. Thank you for watching this show. I hope you continue to do so. Take care, everybody, and peace out. Okay, Ryan. So this is going to air on Monday, 4 o'clock my time. Okay.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's really good. Again, I'm excited to see it.
Okay, cool. Anytime, if you ever want to come back to perform, whatever, it doesn't matter to me, right? I love having you on. So just let me know and we'll book it on again. All right?
That sounds fantastic. Great.
Have a good day, Ryan.
Same to you, and thanks once again. All right.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye-bye for now.